Spiritually awakened, but digitally broke. Spiritually awakened, but digitally broke. What's going on, my peeps? It's your boy, Will Rogers, aka Master Teacher 360. Digitally, or the digital divide. The digital divide is the distance or the gap between you and the digital access, and more importantly, your digital intelligence. How well are you digitally aware? There's a lot of people that are spiritually aware, spiritually awakened, but they are digitally destitute. There's a lot of spiritual awakenedness, but they're not digitally awakened, specifically with the AI tools. So I'm breaking down from purpose to profit, where we're delving into the question of the God of AI and the AI Bible versus the God of SI, spiritual intelligence, and the spiritual Bible, or the biblical Bible, or what we call theology. The quest that we are embarking upon during this 7-day, 7-book boot camp is the God of the Bible is all knowing. The God of the Bible is all power. The God of the Bible is all present. Those are the same attributes and characteristics of AI. So, is AI smarter, bigger, more powerful than the God of the Bible? Or does the word all actually means all? If God is all knowing, if God is all present, if God is all power, well, the new super generative or the new super artificial intelligence means that there is generations that use generative intelligence to generate. So I've been saying for 30 years that source code, God is all power, meaning G-O-D, generate, operate, direct. Generate, operate, and direct. That's source code. So we're not going to debate, we're just going to assume during this 7-day period, during the 7 modules and the 7 books, as I take you from under, over, and understand income automation and digital delegation. Income automation and digital delegation, which is the same as divine delegation, meaning AI is here to serve you and I. Simply meaning that most people are scared of, most believers, I should say, since this is a believers conference, since we're focusing on believers, Christians, entry level, most folk are scared of tech, but they're tired of struggle. So the seminar, the books, classes, the modules are here to help you identify what your kingdom calling. There are 7 basic kingdom callings that matches the 7 chakras. It's the 7 colors of the rainbow. Some say 9, some say 12. We're going to focus on 7. 7 is the number of completion in the biblical narrative. Since this is a biblical class, we're focusing on the biblical basics. Hebrews 6:1. So it's very important that we understand, are you spiritually awakened but digitally broke? Are you spiritually awakened but digitally broke? It's important to understand that, is the rise of AI accidental? So, get my morning cardio in, a little late today, but is the rise of artificial intelligence accidental? Does the God of the Bible, all-knowing, all power, all present, so does the word all include AI? So is AI separate from source? God, what's up, Jimmy? What's going on, Brain? In the garage, get my cardio on. knocking out two birds with one stone. You know how we do. So, most people are scared of tech, but they're tired of struggle. I feel your pain, homie. So you got to understand that God is not giving us, God is not giving me a spirit of fear. So you're not supposed to be afraid of tech. We're supposed to understand that when we're talking about technology, is that inside of God or outside of God? So then we got to go back. Is God really omniscient? Is God really omnipotent? Is God really omnipresent? Well, the answer obviously is yes. So that means income automation is the result of divine delegation. Let me say it again. Income automation is the result of divine delegation. Divine delegation is the result of digital delegation. Digits. That's how we are. We are pixels. That's what the Bible says you should have no graven image. An image is a pixel. Pixels are pictures. Stick with me. All means all. But this is where I'm from. I'm just a country boy from Texas. However, even down here in Texas, we overstand that much. So, some of us, Christians, believers, Bible thumpers, for some reason or another, we struggle with the word all. I don't know why. We struggle. We believe that there is a frequency, wave, or vibration. We don't consciously say it, but we think God's arms are too short. He got like those, his power is limited. Now, this is the reason why I don't really buy into most of the believers' dispositions. Not you, but the mother Negroes, not you, boo-boo. I'm not talking about you. But those other folk. The God of AI, is it more powerful than the God of the Bible? Or the God of the universe? Or the pleroma, or the pleru, the God that is all-knowing, all-power, all-present? Those are the same attributes and characteristics of this new quantum computer. All of this new artificial super intelligence that's going to take over the world. Really? So, it's going to take over God? Nah, bro. I don't think so. So we gotta reevaluate our perspective. Unless you got the wrong God. So I hang out with the big G, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the God of Gods. So that simply means that this is fractal. Same thing that science says. Macrocosm. Microcosm. You are an individual particle of a bigger system. Everywhere in the universe we see that. We call that sacred geometry, fractal geometry, or particle physics. Man, call it whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, everything's inside a source. And at the end of the day, source, God, the big one, not the little one, the big one, AI works for him. The devil works for him. Demons, all the stuff y'all concerned about, they all work for God. It's even in the Bible. The devil had to go talk to God before he could touch Job. Y'all might want to read our Bible. Not you personally, people you know. Those other folk. So when you get a deeper level of awareness, your identity shifts. When you're, sorry about that noise in the background. My yard guy's out there doing his thing. So when you understand, hold up, wait a minute. Pump the brakes, bruh. Pump the brakes. God is not giving me a spirit of fear, homie. So at the same level of my spiritual awakening, that should be the same level of my digital delegation. The same level of my spiritual awakening, I should also have what is called a digital awakening. So if you are spiritually awakened, you should be digitally awakened. But if you are spiritually let's use the word prosperous. You should be digitally prosperous. Digital prosperity is nothing but access and understanding. Access and understanding. And if you want to use implementation, bam, that simply means you're doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm always learning. I'm always going from glory to glory. I don't know if y'all understand. No weapon formed against me can prosper. All who rise up against me shall fall. All things work together for my good. All things work together for my good. All things. All things. So when I lose, I win. And when I win, I win. Come on, man. Keep up. Come on, y'all. Keep up. So you might want to hang out with the big G. You might want to get in contact with the true scriptures that says God is all-knowing, all-power, and all-present. Hero Israel, the Lord your God is one. There is one supreme frequency, wave, and vibration. God is all. Now, I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, all means inclusive. Everything is inside. All means a complete circle. Nothing's outside the circle. Everything that goes on inside the circle. All knowing, all power, all present. So the God of AI, he works for the God that I work for. The God of AI, the AI Bible, which I'll be breaking down in the conference. The AI God, which I'll be breaking down in the conference, is a part of silicone, spirit, soul. You must understand. Silicone, spirit, soul. That's where we get the word Sanskrit. So the Sanskrit, sand, where we make glass, where we make circuits. If you go back to King Solomon had complete mastery because God gave him something. God gave him Hosea 4:6. King Solomon, soul of the man, Solomon, the richest, supposedly, wisest, supposedly, man that ever lived. But when King Solomon asked God for what? Wisdom, not money. Money is wisdom, homie. Money is an ideal. So you cannot be spiritually awakened and digitally broke. Not possible. Check your spirit. You cannot be spiritually awakened and digitally broke. King Solomon asked for wisdom. Hosea 4:6 says, my people perish for lack of wisdom. So stop fighting demons and devils. Start connecting with God and get a download. It's called wisdom. Wisdom is the implementation of known information. Wisdom is the implementation of known information. That's why my dog behind is on the treadmill right now. Why? I'm implementing known information. Why am I on the treadmill? I know something causes something. There's a lot of Negroes, not you people, of course, not you, those other Negroes. A lot of Negroes got a lot of information, but they have no implementation. There's a lot of information. Artificial intelligence gives you information, but guess what it don't do? It can't get on the treadmill for you, homie. So sorry. Artificial intelligence, it can't get on the treadmill for you, bro. You, faith without works is dead. One more time with the people in the back. Faith without works, dead. So what do we need? Works. What is works? Ergon in the Greek. What is ergon? A mind full of purpose that is being implemented. Works means your mind is full of God's purpose and you're implementing it. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I've written the 7 books just for you, boo-boo. And the 7 modules to take you from purpose to profit. Because God has given us everything that we need for life and godliness, past tense. That means we already got it. We just have a belief that we got to go get it. To get rid of that belief, you don't have to go get. You just have to be. Change your identity. Be Be now. Faith is. Can't be tomorrow. Can't be next week. Now. Your faith got to be now. Now, you got to believe. Believe means you got to act as if. Today. Can't start tomorrow, children. You got to start today. So whatever you got planned, make sure you join me on August the 3rd, where we get in depth into these 7 modules to break it down how to find your God-given purpose, your kingdom calling. Once you find and identify your kingdom calling, then we're going to monetize your kingdom calling using artificial intelligence. We'll be going through some basic AI stuff to help you make your life easier. Again, early registration is $297. After August the 1st, $497. That's $400. So you might want to go and get in early, bruh. You feel me? All right, man. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Cheering. Bryn, I love you, cheering. All right, man. I'll see y'all later. God bless. If it'll let me stop it. If not, we're going to keep going. Okay, no, we ain't.